What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, as your New York Knicks beat the Houston Rockets by a final score of 124-118. They moved to 33-17 on the season. What a fun game that was. Jalen freaking Brunson stole the show when it mattered the most. Our captain brought us home, and you could tell he just had that look in his eyes all game long, and there was no stopping Brunson. Incredible game. His first 40-10 game in his career. He finished with 42 points and 10 assists for Mr. JB. Number 11, the captain balled out, ladies and gentlemen. And, he willed us to a great win over this Houston Rockets team that, is a good team in the West. One of the best defenses in the NBA. And the Knicks dropped 46 points in the fourth quarter against the Rockets. And look, Jalen Brunson is incredible. Watching him have performances like he did tonight, I mean, what more can you ask for? Honestly, it's honestly like watching, like watching no other. Like Jalen Brunson is incredible. As you can tell, I'm as lost for words from watching Jalen Brunson, but. Appreciate every single one of you guys in here. Just getting started on this Knicks Nation post game. Great win for this Knicks team. Back and forth affair, honestly, from pretty much the first to the third quarter. Rockets came into the fourth quarter with the lead, and you're sitting there, kind of nervous, right? The Knicks were having trouble defending Amen Thompson, having trouble defending Cam Whitmore. They were having trouble defending Aaron Holiday. But ultimately, when it mattered the most, fourth quarter time, Jalen Brunson got it done. He got it done. 46 points in the fourth quarter. And that's incredible, honestly, against this Rocket team. And look, dude finished with 42 and 10 assists, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Brunson is that dude. 42 points, 10 assists, 6 boards, 13 or 14 from the line, and honestly, he should have been to the line at least 8 more times. This game was a physical, rugged game, and just a gritty performance, and another one of my favorite wins this season because of, obviously, the Knicks are down injuries, and so are Houston, so that's not an excuse, but, just the way the Knicks answered every bell. Every shot that the Rockets took, it seemed like Knicks would take the lead. Rockets were going on a 14-4 run in a blink of an eye. Look, they're a great team for a reason. And in that fourth quarter, when it mattered the most, you had good performances from, Brunson, incredible. But Bridges, I thought, had a good game. And Karl-Anthony Towns, foul trouble. Finally hit a 3, 1 of 5 from 3, 9 boards, got into foul trouble. But McBride, although he took 7 shots, 1 of 4 from the field, did some good things. But ultimately, Josh Hart 19 and 8 and 5, but ultimately they got it done, man. I mean, look, when Brunson has these performances, it's lost for words, honestly. I'm just happy that he's on our squad because that's what captains do, and all game long, the Knicks were really searching, right? They were, having a tough time guarding this Rockets team, but captain balled out. Hit some of these comments. Appreciate you guys joining me for another Knicks Nation post-game show. Big dub. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. This Rover says, thank God for our point guard. Thank God for our point guard. Number 11, the point guard, man. Man, oh, man. What did he have? 19 points in the fourth quarter. Let me double check that really quick. But, man, oh, man, the point guard. Man, this is Captain Clutch to the rescue. Let's go, man. Yuri. What's going on, Yuri? Signature dub. El Figgy. Cardiac Knicks, Brunson. Let's go, man. Let's go. Big Taz says we love Towns, but this is Brunson's team. Cat, you could tell that the thumb is bothering Karl Anthony Towns. That's a fact. The thumb is bothering him for sure. And I'm trying to figure out how many points Brunson had in the fourth quarter. Excuse me. So Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen, 17 points, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 of 1 from 3, 2 assists, 1 steal. Big steal against Amen Thompson late in that fourth quarter when Amen Thompson took him one-on-one and thought he can take Brunson off the dribble, kind of lost the ball, and Brunson stole it, and that was a big possession in the fourth. 98% true shooting percentage from Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter, 83% from the field, 5 of 6 from the field. Brunson in the fourth quarter, none other than that big, massive three when he took his defender, isolated him, and just pulled up, splashed, nothing but net. The crowd was going crazy, and it's shots like that jolt you and gets you like it gives you goosebumps watching Jalen Brunson play like that. On it, like truly, when Brunson is cooking like that, no one can guard him. Nobody. And truly happy he's on our team, man. Honestly, when he's cooking like that, cooking with grease, no one can guard him. Nobody in the NBA. And man, oh man, JB. Shout out to JB. The Figgy says huge fourth quarter. Josh Gilbert says Brunson was on his Kobe flow. Yes, sir. Jaden, what's going on? Great win tonight. El Figgy says Thibs almost broke Mikal Bridges. Mikal had a scare there. Jared says, let's go. Woody, that's our captain. Long time no see, our nasty captain. Yuri says cold, blooded. Taking the Knicks back from down 11 in the fourth quarter. Down 11 heading into the fourth quarter. And honestly, you're watching the game, looking at your TV screen, like you really didn't know what was gonna happen in the fourth quarter because the Rockets had all the momentum, into the fourth quarter. Their bench played extremely well. The Rockets I'm talking about, and 42 from Brunson, 22 from Cat, 22 from Bridges. So that's 66 points from Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, and Jalen Brunson. And Brunson not only gave you 42 points, he gives you 10 assists. So he's distributing the ball like he has been all season long. And, tonight was an MVP performance from Mr. Jalen Brunson. There's reasons why. He's an all-star starter. There's levels to this. And Jalen Brunson sent the Rockets home and said, hold my beer, I'm not losing this damn game. And it's happy that he's on our squad. Josh Hart, 19, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal from Mr. Josh Hart. I thought he could have been at that. Look, this was a physical game. Really physical game. And if you take a look at the free throw disparity, the Knicks shot 30 free throws. The Rockets only shot 15. So Knicks shot 15 more free throws than the Rockets. But this game was physical. And look, Rockets are a physical team. And I know the league, there was even a 5-second violation early on in the game, which was really 4 seconds. And Jalen Brunson held up the 4 because the referee literally counted 4 seconds and he called a 5-second violation on the Knicks. There was a Cam Whitmore travel that they should have called. That's neither here or there. We're not going to complain about the referees because Mr. JB, pulled us through in this game. Incredible 4 from Jalen Brunson. But shout out to guys stepping up. Look, no OG Anunoby. So Precious Achiuwa started in place of OG Anunoby, right? And thought he did an okay job. Thompson caught him on a nasty fast break crossover and he got dunked on. But we don't want to talk about that play. That play did not happen, by the way. 7 points, 9 boards for Precious, 3 offensive, 2 steals. So starting in place of OG, I thought Precious did a solid job, and Mikal got it going in the first half as well. There was a point where Mikal was their leading scorer, and 4 assists, 3 boards, 2 blocks, 22 points from Mikal. good game from Mikel, but Cat, the two foul trouble. I thought Karl-Anthony Towns, the sixth foul that he picked up, I didn't like that call. I thought the refs, the way the referees were calling this game, they were letting a lot of stuff slide from both sides. Yeah, that ticky-tack foul on Cat. I know Cat has to be in better position there, but I didn't like the sixth foul call from Cat, and he got fouled out, and picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. Got to be better than that. I mean, it's been following around. That has been following around him in his entire career. But our captain, guys. Playoff J. This is playoff JB. Playoff JB. This is what playoff JB looks like. And he's been doing this game after game after game. Now I know the Laker game was a hiccup for mostly everybody. A hiccup for Brunson, a hiccup from Cat. But playoff JB, this is what he looks like. When he has that look in him, when he has that aura to him, good luck. Good luck trying to guard number 11. And, it's 42-10, only hit 1 3. There was a point in this game where the Knicks were ice cold from 3, and then Campaign finally came in the game and hit their first 3. So shout out to Mr. Campaign. But, man, oh, man. Appreciate you guys in here. Hit some of these comments. Loud and clear. What's going on, loud and clear? Appreciate the support. The effort tonight all around was great. Yeah, gritty win. Playoff atmosphere. Playoff intensity. Look, the Rockets I know they've lost, 2 or 3 in a row coming into this game. They're down guys, but you're down OG Anunoby, right? And, the Rockets play fast, and, the wings were killing the Knicks. Thompson is going to be a problem in this league. This dude is a certified stud. He had a triple-double tonight. But he had a crucial turnover there in that fourth quarter, while being guarded by Mr. Number 11. So not only is he providing you offense, he's giving you those steals as well. So, look, Rockets, they got wings off the bench. Cam Whitmore was on his, I guess he wanted to show out. His name has been linked to the New York Knicks. Aaron Holiday hit 3 threes off the bench. They got a good squad, man. And Dylan Brooks did absolutely nothing tonight. Nada. Zilt. Zero. Karl-Anthony Towns pointed at him during the and one. Jalen Brunson caught him on the and one. I mean, Brooks was non-existent tonight. Had 5 personal fouls. And Jalen Green was in clamps for a majority of the game by Mr. Mikal Bridges. Don't want to overlook that. Mikal Bridges had Jalen Green in clamps. Led him to an inefficient night, 9-22 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3. And he's been playing well for them. So shout out to Mikal. Had that Jalen Green assignment, and he really balled the heck out. Yuri, this is a signature win. Tony says, I'm sold. Find a way to bring Whitmore. IG, what's going on? Whatever Brunson does, it doesn't matter. You need Towns to score. Other, you're not winning, and stop getting into foul trouble. IG, appreciate the comment, but look, Towns finally broke out of his 3-point. Look, he hit a 3 tonight. Foul trouble again. But honestly, Towns is going to allow Jalen Brunson to cook. And when Brunson is cooking like he was tonight, Towns has to be better in terms of, defensively and in terms of foul trouble. He does. And there was a point in this game where I'm like, bro, just get the surgery. It's clearly bothering him, the thumb injury. So there was a point in this game where I was saying to myself, bro, I want to see Cat 100%. I really do. But I mean, Brunson and Cat are they feed off of one another, and those two are dangerous combo in themselves. And anytime when Brunson can give you 42 and Cat can give you 22 and 9. 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block for Cat, 1 of 5 from 3. Even missed 2 free throws from Cat. I'm okay with it. Coach Shea, what's going on? What's going on? Tom took Brunson out for a defensive set, but kept Cat in. Yeah. Yeah, look, the sixth foul on Cat in that fourth, I thought was a ticky-tack foul. Whitmore was trying to show Rose what he got. Yeah, man. Boy, oh boy, that Whitmore would look nice off the bench, man. He's a good player. Don't know why the Rockets would trade him, but hey, he's a good player. Huck Porty got into this game. He was actually the first substitution in this game, Ariel Huck Porty. And right away, I thought he was active. Had a nice block. He did pick up 3 fouls in the first quarter, which, you know, he was excited out there. You could tell he was a little excited out there. He had happy feet, Ariel Huck Porty. But I thought, you know, foul trouble. I think he came back in the second half, picked up a foul in like 2 seconds. So he has the tools. He does. And obviously he still needs to be groomed a little bit, but I thought with no OG, Tom Thibodeau went to Ariel Huck Porty. So shout out to Huck coming in here, man. Next man up. It's always the next man up. Aaron Holiday would never have a game like that. He don't even get time. Aaron Holiday had a season high for the Houston Rockets. And there was another one of those things where I'm like, another dude coming in here having a season high, 3 of 7 from 3, 15 points, 17 minutes. You know, depth. The Rockets' depth was killing the Knicks. Killing them. Especially in that third quarter where the Knicks had Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. They played the entire third quarter, did not get a rest. And that's why you're sitting there going into the fourth. You're like, man, how are the Knicks going to pull this one out? Because, you know, when they're throwing at you Whitmore, Holiday, you know, Steven Adams with the 13 boards, 7 offensive, and Tari Eason played well from that for them. You know, Jason Tate had moments. So Rockets got depth, man. Depth is important in this league. But fourth quarter, Brunson just hit another gear. And he played like a superstar in that fourth quarter. And Rockets seemed like they got shook a little bit. They allowed 46 points in the fourth. I mean, anytime you do that, I mean, credit to the Rockets were playing really well defensively too. Like, they were playing their brand of basketball. Like, the physicality was there. They were making it tough on the Knicks. The Knicks were trying to quicken the pace in this game. And every time they got the ball, they try to run, and go. And they were generating easy baskets. And in that fourth quarter, I mean, it was just night-night. Jalen Brunson said, I'm night-night, man. I'm not losing this game. Number 11, JB. Isaiah, what's going on? Appreciate you in here, Isaiah. Love this masterclass by Brunson. People keep telling me that Kyrie is better, and for me, that's not true at all. Let's go, Knicks. What's going on, Isaiah? Oh, man. Tony says, I love the win. We need help in that paint. Cat does not defend well. Foul after foul. Mitch, I hope, is back for Boston. Remember what I said? I predicted that game versus Boston for Mitchell Robinson being back. He is cleared for practice. Mitchell Robinson is cleared for practice. Let's go. Mitchell Robinson is on the verge of returning. Funny how that news comes out trading deadline week, though. But Mitchell Robinson is back soon. He's not back, but he's soon come for Mitchell Robinson. And yes, he will help for sure. He was on the bench before the game with the assistant coaches. He seems like he was in good spirits. He will help. Knicks they have a back-to-back. They play the Raptors, but then they don't play till Saturday. So I'm assuming they get Wednesday off, and then I'm assuming Mitchell Robinson practices with them Thursday and Friday, and maybe over the weekend, maybe the Celtics game is too soon. Maybe they're after that, you get a big Mitch. So good news regarding that. Good news regarding that. Catch up on your comments. Appreciate you guys. Big Task, what's going on? Rockets are a good team. I respect them. Yes, man. Big Task, man. Rockets are a good team. You know, there's a reason why they're 32-17, man. There's a reason why they're 32-17. Joel says, guys, what was your reaction on the end of the third quarter play? I'm in Thompson against Achua. Sadly, nasty. I was demoralized. Joel, we don't talk about such things. I don't know what play you're talking about. Nah, but yeah, that was a good play from Amin Thompson. He's gonna be a stud, man. Dude's only 22 years old. Rockets have a gem. They do. But hey, shout out to Precious. Because I'm sure the guys are joking about it in the locker room right now, looking at highlights. And as long as you get the win, highlights are going to come in this NBA, man. I mean, in the NBA. I love the contest. Shout out for Precious for contesting, though. Loud and clear, man. Oh, man, if we can get Mitch back before Boston. Yeah, Boston might be a bit soon. Yeah, it might be. Look, you got the 3 days off again, which is fascinating. And hopefully, which is why I don't think OG Anunoby is going to play tomorrow, by the way, because why? I know he's going to Toronto, but that essentially would give him like a week off. Like if he was to return versus Boston, it's a sprained foot. You don't want to push it. So you have that under your belt. And yeah. Tony says we shot 6 of 26 from 3, got out rebounded, and our bench had 12 points, and we won. Crazy. Yeah, Tony, when you kind of like look deeper in the box score, like they had a ton of rebounds. Let me go to the team stats. They had 10 more rebounds than you. They shot 93% from the line. But they only shot 28% from 3, and you shot 23% from 3. Anytime you can shoot 23% and still drop 124 points, that's the key to success. Like that means you're hitting your free throws and you get into the paint at will. 24 assists for the Knicks, 9 steals, 5 blocks, only 14 turnovers. The Knicks are one of the best teams in terms of, you know, not turning the ball over. 17 fast break points for the Knicks, 80 points in the paint. This was your bread and butter right here. The 80 points in the paint. And Brunson was getting anywhere he wanted in the paint. Hart, Bridges, Cat with some good moves down low. But, you know, there was a couple of times where the Knicks got matched up with Steven Adams, and it's barbecue chicken. That's worse than barbecue chicken. I mean, Steven Adams was slow as molasses out there. Good rebounder, but Knicks were taking advantage of that for sure. Look, like I said, 26 fouls for the Rockets, 15 for the Knicks. I'm wondering if the Rockets coach is going to complain about that in the post game. I'm wondering. But look, Rockets had a 12-point lead. But look, you shot 23% from 3, and you still beat them 124-118 because of this fourth quarter. 46 points, led by your captain, number 11. Good bounce back win, man, and we've seen that all season long, right? From this Knicks team, it's you had a tough loss versus the Lakers, and you know we all circled this game against the Rockets on our calendar, and I know that it kind of lost a little bit of, spark to this game. No Sengun, no OG, but still, I mean, the Rockets are a good team and the Knicks are a good team, and it was two teams battling it out in MSG, and that fourth quarter was one of the Knicks' best quarters this season, and they gutted it out. Gritty performance, best gritty performance of the season. Another fun watch, and JB just shows you why he's such a great point guard in this league, because when he plays like this, no one can stop him. Like, and of course, the 3 in the fourth quarter, honestly, it gave me kind of chills a little bit. I was like, wow, like, felt like a playoff game in that fourth quarter. Felt like a playoff atmosphere, back and forth. I love these types of games. Obviously, when you win, you love it more. But, yeah, it was just an awesome game from the Knicks. And I know there's some things to clean up. You know, the cat foul trouble, the bench. You don't really get anything in terms of scoring-wise from the bench, but you had to insert Precious in the starting lineup. And honestly, I came out of this game like just athletic wings are so important in this league. Like, so important. And maybe that's just me watching Iman Thompson run up and down the court like his battery's on 100. But look, if the Knicks can do anything to improve their bench, I think they got to do it, man. They got to get an athletic wing in here. I think Chris Duarte was waived in Chicago, along with Warren, I believe. So that's we'll see if that can come about. Like if they could sign one of those guys, but there's names out there, right? Because right now Landry Shamet just isn't giving you anything. And look, I don't want to like point this at Landry Shamet, but I mean, depth is important in this league. Very important. So we'll see what happens. Torrey Craig. Sorry, I said TJ. I said Warren. Torrey Craig and Chris Duarte got waived. But yeah. Just trying to catch up in your comments here. Appreciate you guys in here. Once again, smash the like button. IG says they're thinking about trading LeBron to Golden State. He ain't going nowhere. Jason says, please stop. Let's stop thinking of our Knicks winning a championship. Everybody get season highs off of us people we never heard of. We are a good team, but not a championship team. Jason, can you just enjoy this one? Can you sit back and just enjoy this game on Monday, February 3rd, without thinking about championships and playoff series? Look, it's still a ways away, but just enjoy this one. This game was a fun watch. And, you know, there's still room for improvement, but the way Brunson played tonight, I mean, if you can't enjoy tonight, like, come on, Jason. You had to enjoy this fourth quarter. You know, these regular season games, you got to enjoy the season. You got to. Otherwise, you'll go crazy. I mean, you got to enjoy the grind. You know, I tell people that all the time. You got to enjoy the grind. And because what fun is it just, you know, thinking ahead like, oh, this team will never win a championship. Like, let's get there first. Appreciate the comment, though, Jason. This Rover, I've been saying it. Cat needs to go get the surgery. F the All-Star game. I don't want Karl-Anthony Towns to play in the All-Star game at all, by the way. I hope he takes the day off. I hope he takes like whatever 3-on-3 tournament they got going on. I don't want him to participating in anything. Honestly, I want his toes in the sand, like Josh Hart says. So Isaiah says this counts as a win against a good team. Don't care if they had injured players. So did we. Exactly, man. Every win counts. Yuri's in the Discord. I see you, Yuri. Those of you that want to join the VC, hop in the Discord. Link is in the description. I take calls now on the post game, so you can hop in the Discord in the description. Or if you wanted to become a member, you can hop on the live for about 5 minutes, and we can chop it up if you wanted to become a Knicks Nation member. But yeah, I'll get to you, Yuri. I'll get to your call. I see you in the Discord. E. Gonzalez, what's going on? Appreciate you in here. Johnson says, great win, but JB will not play like this every game. Cat's performance is concerning. His shot is concerning. His thumb is bothering him. And look, look, 42-10, it's the first time in JB's career. So, yes, he's not going to play like this every game, but he has been awesome for this team. Awesome. He's having a career season, Jalen Brunson. And he can play like this. He's given you 30 and 10 multiple times this season. So, look, Cat, the thumb, like I said, like I told you guys, I said it. There was a time during the game when I was like, bro, just I don't know maybe a week or two sitting out can heal that thing. I don't know. But there's a part of me that really wants him to get the surgery and be back for a good playoff push. Because one thing that is so vital in this offense is his three. And he was shooting 45%, 44%, and it's gone. Like, he hit one tonight, but it's just, I don't know. Hopefully he's all right, though. Hopefully he's all right. Tony says, and we scored 46 points in that fourth quarter and made 1 3. What does that say about this team? That says that this team is gritty. That says this team is hungry. That says this team can win in many different ways. And we've been saying it all season long. And look, Knicks feed off of physicality, right? I mean, the Rockets, go back to the Orlando games, when the Knicks when the game is physical and the referees are not, calling things in your favor or in the Rockets' favor, because if you look at the free throw disparity, I really don't want to, go down that route. But the Knicks pulled through despite all that. The 80 points in the paint, the Brunson masterclass, and sometimes that's all that it takes is your star player playing better than theirs, playing better than Jalen Green, playing better than Amen Thompson down the stretch. Jalen Brunson played better than every single Rocket down the stretch, and he won this game for the Knicks. He did. The tough baskets, some of the tough shots, and that three to kind of say night-night to them. That dagger three. So, Brunson is our flat-out superstar. One of the most clutch players I've ever seen play. Wow. And I've seen the 90s play. Appreciate you. Wild Boy Trey. What's going on, Wild Boy Trey? Bringing the vibes in here. This game had last year vibes to it. At least Cat hit a 3. El Figgy says maybe Cat would just play 4 minutes in the All-Star game and then sit back. Yeah, I hope, man. I hope. Wild Boy Trey says the Knicks are winning the chip. We winning that chip, ladies and gentlemen. Jericho Sims actually got in this game, by the way. But that was like end of the half stuff. The guys were in foul trouble, so Tom Thibodeau wanted to go to Jericho Sims. But shout out to Sims always being ready. That's the name to watch, though, Thursday. That's the name to watch for sure. And just trying to go through my so the Knicks are now 14-14 without OG Anunoby, by the way. MSG put up this graphic. Take a look at this graphic. So we are 52-20 with OG Anunoby and 13-14 with, now we're 14-14 without him. Valuable player, obviously. So got to 500 without OG Anunoby. Tom Thibodeau said before the game that he thinks OG Anunoby had an MRI and he is day-to-day. And he doesn't know if he's going to play tomorrow. Very vague with the injuries. It's the same thing we heard about Randall, right? I mean, the dislocated shoulder. He avoided major injury. The Knicks think they can get him back. Not saying it's the same thing. I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying the language surrounding the Knicks in terms of injuries. We know. Like everyone in the chat, we know that they're vague. They're not going to tell you everything. And it's trading deadline week especially. So they're not going to tell you everything. So we just hope that OG's good and back. So, yeah. E. Gonzalez says refs are horrible. They missed so many calls both ways. Notice how JB rallied up the, E. Gonzalez, 4-second violation, call on the Knicks. Where do they do that out, by the way? Notice how JB rallied up the troops tonight. That's our captain. Salute. Number 11. Balled his ass off, man. Balled his ass off. This dude right here and this dude right here is Josh Hart poster, by the way. Finally got around to hanging up the Josh Hart poster. But JB is, look, Leon Rose's best move, and there's a bunch of them. And games like tonight, just honestly, you're watching a masterclass. You want to rewatch it because, you know, we finally got our point guard for many years in his prime, and he will be the one to bring us to a championship. I just feel it, right? You just feel it. Like there's some guys that just they just have it in them. And look, we've lived it these last couple of years. Like, we've seen it in the playoffs. Like, he will bring us a championship. Jalen Brunson will eventually bring this city a championship because what he has been through in his career, you know, always being doubted, always being overlooked, overpay. Why did the Knicks sign him? This and that. To playoff series after playoff series, dominating the playoffs, breaking records in the playoffs, tying a LeBron James statistic in the playoffs. Jalen Brunson will bring this New York Knicks team a championship. He will. I truly believe that. I truly do. Tony says OG plays against the Raptors. I think he plays. Tony, no. Don't. Don't do it. Don't do it, OG. Why? You got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you got Boston on Saturday. Why push it? I don't think he plays, Tony. Andy says, you're right about JB and enjoying the ride. Been a fan since 74. And there were a lot of games that other team had that superstar. Yeah. A lot of games that other teams had that superstar. Now that we have two. And Brunson, this is Brunson's shit, man. This is Brunson's team. Right? This is his team. He's the captain. El Capitone. He will bring a championship to New York. He will. I really believe that. May not be this year. May not be, hopefully next year, the year after. But in this 4-year time span, I truly do think this Knicks team will win one. I just had that feeling. And look, performances like tonight, I'm sorry. Greatness. The worst no call was when Cam Whitmore clearly travels and the refs didn't call it. Yeah, oh man. Yeah, that Cam Whitmore travel was one of them that you look back and you're like, bro, how do you miss that, by the way? How do you miss that Cam Whitmore travel? How do you miss that Cam Whitmore travel? He comes up, then he literally catches the ball in the air, comes down, shoots the ball, and I think they called a three in that on that shot, and I don't even think they reviewed that. So, and then the Thibs challenge, they've been really good in challenges this year, and it bit them because they challenged it, and it wound up going off of Brunson, and that's when Amin Thompson turned the ball over against Brunson, and that was a big play in the game. So, one of the challenges that bit the Knicks in the butt. El Figgy says shouldn't see OG until after the All-Star game. Yuri says, oh, get this Lakers fan TV out of here. He's muted. Lakers fan TV coming in here. You a game late, buddy. All right, let's get to Yuri in a VC chat. Those of you just, as you know, Discord, hop into Discord and call into the show. Let's get to Yuri in the Discord chat. Let's see what Yuri has to say about this game. Let me get Yuri in here. Yuri, what's going on? Welcome to the Knicks Nation post-game show. The floor is yours.
Oh, man, what a game. What a game. What a game. I think the game ball goes to Mikal tonight. I love Jalen Brunson. Jalen did it good tonight. We wouldn't be in this game without Mikal. Straight up. Mikal, if anything, I'm being honest, Mikal and JB get the game ball tonight. Mikal had that boy locked up.
Let's go. Yo, Mikal had Jalen Green, and especially in that first half, Mikal had Jalen Green on lock, man, on clamps. And the scare was when Mikal twisted his ankle, and, a lot of people were like, oh, no, not Mikal, but got back up.
Mikal's like, I'm fine.
Yeah, he's
Don't
fine.
Don't worry about me.
But I love that you kind of deviated and gave the game ball to Mikal because, he did have some big shots in this game, and his defense, I thought, was incredible.
The best this season.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. And I think Mikal's starting to understand what his role is. In the beginning of the season, we see him timid, not wanting to go through screens, not wanting to, play hard effort. Now he's giving effort. And I'm telling people, we got a good player. We got a good 3-and-D. And yes, does the OG loss hurt? Oh, big time. I'm not going to say that, we're going to be okay without OG. We need OG on this team. 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Cat is doing his best. Cat's just giving his all. And I'm going to say this right now. Cat playing through pain, I have to salute him for it because if this was Minnesota Cat gets the surgery. This is New York Cat, and I feel like we fans have to understand that.
New York Cat.
This is New York Cat. He's showing grit. He's playing through the pain. He's not soft. And I think we fans have to see through that. Yes, we want him to get the surgery, but he knows how New York media is. New York media will tear you up, spit you out, and leave you for dead. And that's why I feel like, and you got a back-to-back coming up with Toronto. I don't want OG playing in Toronto. I think OG sits out after the All-Star break. I don't mind losing a few games without OG.
Yeah.
We can take a few losses.
Hey,
we can take a few losses.
But
I would rather have him back in March at best. Because we're going to need him for March. We really are.
I don't think we're going to see OG and Anunoby back until after the All-Star break. I truly do think that. So, and I'm fine with it, honestly.
And Tibbs said he believes he's got an MRI.
He says how do you not know, by the way? How do you not, how do you say I believe OG Anunoby got an MRI?
I think he's downplaying it.
Yeah.
I think he's downplaying it.
Yeah.
Because it's near the trade deadline. You don't want to say, regardless whether you like to hate it or not, you don't want to say to the media saying, oh, OG's got this career-ending injury. I'm going to be honest. I hate to admit it. Do I think it's I'm trying to monetize the video. I don't want to say it's a D move, but it's a good move nonetheless. You don't want teams knowing that your best defensive player is injured.
Family show, Yuri. Family show.
Like I said, I'm trying to make sure you don't get monetized.
Yeah. No, Yuri, look, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call again.
Yeah, I will say one thing, though. Yeah, third in the East. I feel like we Knicks fans, we say this, that, it's over, season's over. It's the regular season. And we actually got our first actual signature win. We had a few signature wins this season, but this feels like a signature win. You were down in the fourth quarter. You were down double digits. You had the lead, then you let it slip. And we're known for being a bad fourth quarter team.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to give Tibbs credit for that. Tibbs made adjustments.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Mikal Bridges was locking up Jalen Green in the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
So I feel like Tibbs gets also a piece of the game ball here. He had a 9-man rotation tonight as well. He went 10 deep, I think.
Yeah, and he was playing deuce a lot with the starters, and that was obviously, we've talked about that. It benefits them with deuce in that lineup, but he needed pressure in to start, so to match up with the bigs. But Yuri,
definitely
appreciate the call,
Good
man.
Stuff.
Shout out to Yuri in the chat, man, and calling in the Discord. Yuri says Cat would have gotten the surgery if he was in Minnesota. And that got me thinking because one thing about this Knicks team is guys play through a lot. Brunson has played through stuff. Hart has played through stuff. And Anunoby, I'm sure, has played through stuff. Obviously, he has his foot injury now. But that stuff feeds off. That stuff like matters. Like when Cat sees the guys like battling out there and, battle wounds and going through the trenches and getting beat up, and he's like, yo, I can't sit out. It's a culture, right? It's a mentality that this Knicks locker room and this Knicks culture has built up. And I would agree. Like, if Cat was in Minnesota, I honestly do think he would have got the surgery. Now, I still do think it could be beneficial for him to get the surgery, but he's battling. You got to give him credit for going out there and playing with that thumb, right? So hopefully he's okay, though. Hopefully the break will get him going. This 3 days break coming up will get him going. But I saw something that Talented Nate. What's going on, Talented Nate? So Yuri says he thinks this was our biggest signature win. We've had, look, over the last couple of weeks, first of all, Mikal has shut down now. Fox, Ja Morant, Murray, and Jalen Green. Mikal Bridges. That is the defense that we've been waiting for. He was on Fox. He was on Ja Morant. He was on Jamal Murray in spurts. And tonight he was on Jalen Green. Clamps. Go nowhere. So, yes, shout out to Mikal. Talented Nate says, after watching this game, it showed our bench needs some pieces. Glad we played Hukporti. Give him more time and he'll play well for us. We'll love to trade Sims for a wing too because it's a must-need. Talented, I agree. Talented, I agree. Especially going into the fourth quarter, I'm saying to myself, I'm like, this Knicks bench needs work. And we know that, right? We know this Knicks bench is their weak spot. And look, Landry Shaman isn't cutting it. He's not. Like right now, he's just a body. He's not hitting his threes. Plays hard, but you need someone else. And if we see it, the Knicks see it. And Sims has been on the block. Whether you want to believe the Mitch Robinson stuff, now it's funny how last week I brought up Mitchell Robinson mock trades to the Los Angeles Lakers. And today a report came out that said the Los Angeles Lakers are targeting Mitchell Robinson. They need a center. Desperate teams. Do the Knicks take advantage? Or do they wait for Mitchell Robinson? Because he is on the verge of coming back. And he will help. He will. He will. But that's going to be, obviously, 3 days. I'll be live streaming during that Thursday. It's going to be a fun day, a nervous day, or do they just stand pat? Mitchell Robinson could be that piece that this Knicks team needs. You can start him. He can come off the bench. You can start him and put Josh Hart on the bench. Many different ways the Knicks can go about this. And you revisit it in the summer. But if a desperate team comes knocking and is like, hey, what do you want from Mitch? And the package is a good one. You got to think about it. You got to think about it. But that's the latest on Mitchell Robinson. So today, Lakers were targeting him, and he just got cleared for practice. So it's funny how, cleared for practice and trading deadline, it's going to clash. It's clash. The trading deadline week could be a coincidence, but E. Gonzalez says, keep Mitch. Yo Alpha says, Knicks should not trade Mitch. E. Gonzalez says, Porty's going to be a player in this league. Then Yo Alpha says, Isaiah said Murray had 33. You sure look, he didn't shut him down, but in spurts, like, he got some good stops for Isaiah. Come on. I'm just trying to hype up Mikal, Isaiah. But bottom line is he's been good. He's been great defensively. But look, great players are gonna score, right? But yeah. This Rover says 100% keep Mitch. We need as much defense as we can afford, and we can't afford as much else. Yeah. Latino PR, what's going on? Says, what up? There was a stretch when they didn't attack the rim when Houston was over the limit. Lack of in-game focus. Never look at the win. Focus on your weakness, from Latino PR. Yeah. Look, I thought tonight was a really. Look, it's easy for me to say that when Brunson just goes scorched earth in the fourth quarter. But I thought tonight was a really good executed game from Tom Thibodeau. He went to Huck Porty because he wouldn't have done that, right? He would have stuck with his 8-man rotation. Some guys, a guy goes down, he sticks with 8 normally. So he's playing 9. Somebody got to him. Because I'm sure if it was up to Thibs, so I think somebody has got to him, and it's helped the Knicks. Even though Huck Porty, 8 minutes, 2 rebounds, plus minus 14, 1 block, still a body out there, right? But in terms of like game plan, I thought Thibodeau, really, I thought he coached a good game, especially with the Deuce McBride, Jalen Brunson lineups. We've been talking about those lineups for weeks. Those are good lineups, and those provide value for the Knicks. Why is this? All right, there we go. So yeah, I wouldn't say that. You good, Isaiah? You good, Isaiah? Woody says, what's Lakers' offer for Mitchell Robinson? That's a good question. The offer I put out, I wanted Rui Hachimura, but you had to get a third team involved. Austin Reeves makes similar money to Mitchell Robinson. That could work, but I doubt the Lakers would do that. They probably want more for Austin Reeves. There's a Vanderbilt. There's a Cam Reddish possibility. There's a bunch of just fake trades that have been floated out there. But, I don't know. At this point, when you got Mitchell Robinson almost back, it's going to be a decision that this Knicks front office will have to make. But, look, if the Lakers are going to throw out assets, like if they're that desperate, if they think they can win with Luka, with LeBron, if they think Mitch Robinson can be a big piece for them, and they give you picks, I don't know, I'm not sure if they have seconds. I know they got another first. I doubt they're going to give that up. But I'm just saying, if a desperate team calls you, got to think about it. But yeah, E. Gonzalez says, I heard Mitch is looking spry and slim. He can make this team scary. Teams will stop driving to the rim, and Knicks could game plan better, 3-point defense. Yeah. Michael says, I've had enough of Shaman and Payne. We need a wing and a ball handler off the bench. Yeah, I mean, tonight honestly, it just magnified our bench, and it just, look, we're down a guy. But when Houston is down, 2 or 3 guys, and they still have dudes coming on the bench providing them, like Whitmore, Steven Adams, Aaron Holiday, Reed Shepard. And they're without Jabari Smith, Sengun, Van Vliet. I mean, they are deep. Like, if you're the Knicks, you honestly go to a team that's deep like the Rockets. And Whitmore would be, look, we've been talking about Whitmore. Tonight, he was putting on a show. He would be awesome for this team off the bench. Awesome. He's a scorer. He's an athlete. Had a nice dunk tonight, too. Would be awesome on the bench. It's players like that I think the Knicks should be targeting. Athletes. Young players who can put the ball in the basket. Athletes. And players that are over 6'6". What is Whitmore? 6'7". 6'7", 230. Cam Whitmore. Yo, if they can make that call and get Whitmore, I'm doing that any day. But it's like, why would Houston do it? Right? What's the incentive for Whitmore? But Yeah. Talented Nate says trade Mitch for Cam Whitmore. I don't think you can. I don't think you would do that, Talented Nate. I don't even think the money works in that regard. But I don't. If you're trading Mitch, look, Whitmore's good, but he had a good game tonight. But he's really been, out of when everyone is healthy. What is he in the month of January? Whitmore is 20 points, 20 minutes a game. Let me share this. 20 minutes a game, 10.8 points. Look, he's a good player, man. I doubt you're going to get Whitmore for Mitch. That I doubt. But it's that type of player who the Knicks should be targeting, and I doubt they're going to get it done because of the way the CBA is. They're in the first apron, and they're really not really working with much. Yes, you can say Jericho Sims can get you maybe another expiring deal, and it's like, here, you take Jericho Sims, who's a big athlete, and we'll get another wing. Like, maybe go to the Lakers, and maybe it's a small deal involving Jericho Sims for, I don't know, but it's like it's going to be a deal like that. Nothing too earth-shattering, and they should look at it, though. They should look at it. Kolek will produce more. Yeah, trade Sims for Cam Whitmore. Yo, Alpha, where do I hit accept? Where do I hit accept on that? Sims, couple of seconds, Cam Whitmore. Boom. But I don't know if Houston bites on that. I don't. They got bigger fish that they're trying to go after, but anyway, it's the NBA. Anything can look. Luka just got traded. Like Fox just got traded. Levine. So now they're talking about Kevin Durant possibly going back to Golden State. That has been floated out there today. Because Bradley Beal does not want to waive his no trade clause. Jimmy Butler is still out there. So there is still a lot of dominoes to fall this Thursday, and I think it's going to be a fun trading deadline. Once again, I'll be live streaming, so make sure you hit the notification bell. But what the Knicks do, I think, is it all falls on the health of Mitch, and it all falls on the health of OG. They know more than us, so hey, I still do think even with a healthy OG Anunoby, they need athletes, man. They need a Cam Whitmore. They need guys like that can jump out the gym and shoot, and they need players like that off the bench. They do. Because if you had that replaced, if you had like a Whitmore replacing a Landry Shamet, guys, it just makes your team, makes your upside even more. I mean, come on now. So I'm excited that, we recognize that's what we need. Like, now that we know that's what we need is an athlete, another guy off the bench that can, provide a scoring punch with a deuce. But it's gonna have to give to get. You're going to have to give to get. It's not gonna be easy. And teams know what you want. Teams know what you need. Like I've been saying, it's the Knicks tax and it's the Lakers discount. That's what it seems like, right? That's what it seems like. All right, hit some of these comments. More comments before I head up on out of here. Big win again, 124-118. Got another game versus the Raptors. Appreciate you guys. Once again, thank you for the support. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. All that good stuff. At Knicks Nation on X. At Knicks Nation on IG. So if you're on Instagram, just type in at Knicks Nation, and I'll pop up. The logo will pop up. Really would appreciate you guys to do that. But Hit some of these more comments before we head up on out of here. Talented Nate says, all I know is that a trade is coming in the next 24 to 48 hours, and I'm scared for that notification on my phone. We'll see, Talented Nate. We'll see. Bulls are wanting a second-round picks for Lonzo. Look, Lonzo is obviously he's dealt with injuries, but Lonzo is a high IQ player. And this Knicks bunch is a bunch of dudes that are smart. basketball IQ is through the roof in the starting five, and Lonzo, I think, will fit right in. You just have to worry about the injury stuff with Lonzo. That's it. So we just have to wait and see. Isaiah says, still crazy to think that at one point the Mavs had Brunson, Doncic, and Porzingis at the same damn time. Yeah. It's crazy. This Rover says, we just need a consistent 3-and-D role player that is cheap enough to trade. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys hopping in here. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. Knicks Raptors. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. I'll catch you guys next time. Let's go, Knicks. Peace.